Hey YouTube, welcome to your April 11th reading. I hope you've had a fabulous week. It's almost over for those of you that work Monday through Friday. If you're like the rest of us and we just work whenever we're called in, it's just another day. Again, if you like my messages or if you think they would be helpful to someone you know or care about, please like, share, subscribe my channel. You can also email me at 77empathtarot77@gmail.com. I will put the information in the area down below. Other than that, let us get into our reading for today. Oh, YouTube, I have also decided that I am going to do a pick a card for singles and pick a card for those of you in relationships, so I'll be looking for that in the next couple of days. Well, YouTube, what have you got going on? So our overall energy is spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you to understand spiritual truths. You have had a lot on your mind lately, YouTube. It's like you can't focus on one thing at a time. You are juggling with so many different thoughts and ideas. And part of you just longs to be free, but you can't separate yourself from who you are. And you are that type of person that doesn't just accept the truth because somebody tells it to you. You seek that spiritual understanding. Isn't that card really beautiful? Look at all of these different symbols. I mean, it's not just Christianity, although there's a Christian symbol there. There's quite a few different symbols in this. But that's life, isn't it? I mean, do you have to wonder every now and then how interchangeable all of it is? I mean, why do we fight over the different religions in the world? But that's not what this is about. At any rate, you are seeking spiritual understanding. Spiritual understanding can be different for every person, but I do see that you have been contemplating things in life. Now, whether you're contemplating why am I here, whether you're contemplating where I go when I die, it's kind of weighing you down, YouTube. You've got that Devil card in there, and that kind of means that this whole thought process has really been stirring up emotion for you. So the clarifier on the Two of Pentacles, because again, like I said before, you've been juggling these thoughts around, is the King of Swords. He is amazing. He is powerful, decisive, articulate, communicative. He is analytical. He is opposite of the King of Cups. Every decision that he makes, every path that he takes is for a purpose. He has already strategized why he's going to be where he is going to go. And the fact that that's your clarifier tells me that you need to start approaching this overburdened sense of your overburdened need to understand the spirituality from an analytical perspective. What do I need to understand now? What can I hold to understand later? Do I need to understand it at all? Because there are some things in life that we're just not meant to understand, and we never will. For those of you who believe in God, we'll go with the fact that it's God's will and we'll never understand it. For those of you who don't believe in God, it's just the divine universe's way and we'll never understand it because we are not the universe. We are part of it. We are a very minuscule atom, little thing, part of the universe, part of God, but we'll never understand it. And the more you try, the more you push, the further away from this King of Swords you're going to be. It's almost like this path for you to understand your spirituality these questions that you're asking is causing you to face your shadow self. There are two different parts of you that are battling for power. I see the shadow. I mean, that's what he means. Two different parts of you that are battling. And you also have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. I mean, you guys know if you've watched my videos enough how much I love symmetry. There are two different parts of you that are literally battling. One of you wants to be the practical one, the one that looks at life like, yeah, you know, the day-to-day stuff is part of it. And there's the other one of you that wants to go off on this spiritual walk with Jesus Christ and Gandhi and everybody else and say, I want to go there and understand and learn and know. And that's what's causing the Devil card. It's causing a conflict for you. Because you're very much torn between the two. And we got the Five of Cups clarifier. So I'm telling you, this is causing you, the shadow portion of you has caused you a lot of mixed emotions. And to a certain extent, you're kind of crying over spilled milk. Because I'm going to tell you why. It's not that what you're thinking and feeling isn't valid. But what you're thinking and feeling, you can't change some of it. You were never meant to understand it all. In fact, what is that phrase? It's more about the journey than it is the end. So the fact that you are seeking answers is the journey. But you're never meant to fully get to the end. At least not yet. This is not where you're at in your life. And the fact that you want to be there now is causing this stir up in your life. It's causing this duality. So instead of the two of you, the two sides of yourself joining and you just becoming this enlightened mortal, you're fighting yourself. It's fascinating. And we have the Devil. Like I said, the Devil is just, well, that's fascinating too. I've never quite seen that. I got the Sun card as a clarifier for the Devil, meaning you can pull out of this at any point in time you choose. But you have to accept things as they are. And again, over here we have a choice. You have to stop fighting and just accept. When you accept that you will never know all, things will start flowing and you'll start knowing more. Kind of like your mojo will start flowing more. I'm almost feeling like an internal energy that's stalled because you're so stuck on this. It's kind of fascinating. The Page of Pentacles I got as a clarifier for the Two of Wands. I'm gonna tell you, whatever you have done has stalled yourself so much to the point where you have stalled yourself making money, stalled your own ideas, you are stalled because you continue to try to fight something you are never going to win. But you were never meant to win it, and you don't understand that. It's great to seek truth. That is what you should be doing, seeking truth, but you're never going to land on go, if you want to use Monopoly as an example, because the whole point is to make it is to go around the board, and you're not around the board yet. You're only starting around the Mediterranean and Oriental. I mean, it takes lifetimes to go around that far, and we're just not there yet. We're not supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be there. Why does that sound familiar? We're not supposed to be there yet. So you're fighting your shadow self here. And again, the Hanged Man. You have choices to make, my dear. You have plenty of choices to make. You can choose to keep fighting your shadow self, or you can accept the journey, accept what the universe has offered to you, and trust me, look at this. They have offered you abundance. You're just fighting it because you want what you think you need, and I'm telling you, you don't need it. You need to move forward and be prepared for any possibility. This is just fascinating. I see more pentacles. If you would stop fighting your damn shadow selves, you would have money coming in like crazy. This is insane. It's like you were blocking your own path. Yep, you got the Four of Swords too. Your time for reflection's at an end. Notice how this fell at the end of the spread. Your time for reflection's at an end. You know what you need to do. You can either choose to keep being a dual self and fighting, or you can choose to open your arms with the Sun card to what the universe is giving you, or trying to give you. Look at this pure love, and then you have all this money. You have it, YouTube. You gotta open your arms and accept it. Knowing is a beautiful thing. I will always be that person that wants to know the truth. But you're never going to be God, or you're never going to be whatever entity you believe in and know all. It's just part of the journey. It doesn't matter what you believe in. Part of the journey is just growing and developing and continuing to grow. Alright, YouTube, I hope you have a fabulous Thursday, and I will see you Friday for your daily, and I will be doing those pick a cards for the singles and pick a cards for the people who are in relationships. Peace out, peeps.